Hi, my name is Adrian. I've been using Sheer Cover Cosmetics for about 5 years. Today I'm going to show you how quick, easy, and hassle-free it is to get ready with Sheer Cover Cosmetics each morning. The first thing I do each morning is I start off with the Sheer Cover Cleanser. After I wash my face with the cleanser, I follow it up with the Sheer Cover Nourishing Moisturizer. Today I'm going to be trying a new product. It's called the Base Perfector, and I'm really excited about it because I've heard lots of good things about it. What I'm getting ready to do now is I'm going to take the Base Perfector, and according to the directions, I'm supposed to just put a little bit of it on my fingers, and then I'm going to spread it out over my face to get my skin ready for my Sheer Cover Mineral Foundation. And so far, I've got to tell you, it feels fabulous. My skin feels like silk. I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like there's a veil of satin or silk, really, over your skin. And I can tell that it's really going to make the makeup go on very smoothly. It's a base perfector that it really feels like satin. You've got to try this. I absolutely love it already. Today's the first day I've tried it, and it feels fabulous. My skin feels so soft, I don't know if it's really on or if my skin is just feeling that way, but I'm definitely excited about that product. The Sheer Cover Mineral Foundation comes in a variety of different colors. The one that I usually use is tan. Depending upon the time of year. Sometimes if it's winter, I'll go with some of the lighter colors. But generally in the summertime, I'll stick with the tan, or sometimes I'll go a little bit darker just because the sun, and I like to stay outside a lot, and so I naturally darken up. And that's the beauty of Sheer Cover. You can kind of mix and match depending upon, what time of year or what your skin tone is like. I never miss using the concealer. This concealer is great because it comes in a couple of different colors depending upon your skin tone, and I like to blend the two of mine together. And once I do that, I take the tip of the brush and I just go right underneath my lash line. That's the first place I use it, and I like to put it on with the brush because it's very specific and you don't have to worry about not getting it in those areas where you really need it. For me, my dark areas are right underneath my eyes, and although I'll go in and I'll kind of smear it along with the tip of my finger, I really need the brush to get into those areas where I just kind of have some discoloration and darkness. So every morning, this is like the thing that I have to use. If I don't use anything else, I have on my concealer. I have a couple of different little marks that I need to cover this morning, so I'm going to dab the concealer right along those marks just to make sure that everything is covered, so that when I get ready to put my mineral foundation on, it'll go over it nice and smooth. And one of the things that I like to do is just kind of feather the concealer out a little bit so that there's no real, super severe line when it goes underneath my foundation. And that's about it. And the great thing about the concealer is you can use it to conceal anything, and it really conceals without looking heavy and globby. And like some concealers, they tend to actually make you look worse because they'll get caught into any of those small lines you have underneath your eyes. If you're a little bit older, like me, yes, I am one of those ladies who needs to use just a little bit more of the concealer, but you never know it because it looks fabulous. So I think I've just about covered up everything that I don't want anybody to see. So right now, the only thing that I have on my face is the Base Perfector, and I also have on the Sheer Cover concealer. Like I said, I use the color tan, and it looks great so far. The next thing I'm going to do is use my Sheer Cover Mineral Foundation in tan. And because I have the two colors, I'm going to mix together the colors that, a custom color for myself. This one's a little bit darker, so I'm going to start off with that just because I've been in the sun quite a bit, and so I'm thinking this may be enough for this time of year. we're going to start moving into winter a little bit, and I know that I'm going to start lightening up. And so one of the things that I'm definitely going to do is I'll probably use a little bit of the lighter color as the season goes on to kind of mix it in and get the color that I need to match for the time of year. So right now, I'm just going to stick my brush in a little bit, click, 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 shake off the excess, and then I just kind of start buffing away. And with Sheer Cover, it's great because this mineral foundation goes on really smoothly. It's like a giant eraser. You just kind of buff, buff, buff. And the more you use it, the more you'll know exactly how much you need to take care of whatever it is that you need covering. For me, I've gotten so used to using this that I go really, really quickly. And it's fabulous because unlike liquid foundations, with this, there's no mess all over my fingers. There's no mess all over my clothes. And I can really control how much of this goes onto my face. I can really, really know ahead of time, you know, if I need to add a little bit more or if I need to take a little bit more off based on what's going on with my brush. So as you can see, I'm just kind of erasing everything that I don't like and making a nice, wonderful palette for myself of just beautiful, even skin. And it doesn't look like there's any kind of line that tells you, oh, this person has on foundation. It just looks like a beautiful, sheer covered palette of skin. And I love it. For me, I like to take a little bit of the mineral foundation and just go underneath my eyes and some of the areas that I've already identified as problem areas. Like I said, for me, my forehead's a little bit darker. Underneath my eyes and around my mouth, I tend to have some discoloration. And so what I usually like to do, regardless of the time of year, is I'll go in with that lighter color foundation and just kind of tap a little bit of it over those areas, because for me, I just like to make sure that they don't look darker than the rest of my face. And again, you can really control how much you put on. You can always add more, so you do your telltale clack, 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 and everybody in the house knows that I'm getting ready when I put that on, when they'll hear me clacking away in the bathroom. But they also know that I'm not going to be in here forever. So nobody's getting frustrated wondering, okay, well, when is she coming out? You know, we have to get ready to go. Because with this, it just takes no time at all. And everybody always asks me what kind of foundation I use, what type of makeup I use. And I always tell them Sheer Cover. And one of the first questions that they always seem to ask, and I guess it's because they're so used to the liquid foundation, is does it really work? You know, it's a powder. Does it really cover very much? Is it, you know, do you really feel like you actually are wearing makeup? The first thing, no, I don't feel like I'm wearing makeup. That's not the goal. So feel like you're wearing makeup. You want to feel like you have on a beautiful palette of skin. And so, yes, Sheer Cover does actually work.